What's happening, everyone? Devon from Debo's Fishing. Welcome back to the How We Do It series. And today I want to show you how easy it is to add 3D eyes to your soft plastic lures. Do It offers a plethora of different 3D eyes, from the not so normal flashy kind of crazy eyes that give your lure a completely different look, to the hyper HD realistic eyes that are meant to match specific forage across the world, whether it be perch, or we've got some frogs here, look extremely close to the real thing. And then you've even got your traditional 3D eyes and the the traditional standard one color type tabs. So today I've got some Tennessee shad swim baits here, and we're gonna add a 3D eye. Now, why add a 3D eye? That's a great question. Adding a 3D eye to the soft plastics does just bring them to life. It makes them look cool, right? But there's actual functionality behind that. When a fish is eating a bait fish, an eye gives it that reference, that focal point, where it's gonna hit that bait, usually at the head. So adding these is really easy. These have a sticky back on them if you've never used these before. Sticky back, you put them in the little cavity there, kind of the little indent that's meant for the eye, and they go on just like that. Now, adding them like this, they look pretty and everything, but they're not going to stay on. So we've got a second step here. So let's grab some of this plastisol, get this cleared out, and I'll show you how to seal these eyes in. All right, so I've got some plastisol back here that is already heated up and ready to go. Make sure you wear gloves because this stuff is hot and you want to take every safety precaution possible. Now, this is the crystal clear plastisol, which is important because we don't want any cloudiness. It's going to give a nice, clean, absolute crystal glass finish to this, so the eye really pops and still shows through. So when you're dipping this in here, again, make sure you've got your glove. You do not want to stick your fingers in hot plastisol. I'm going to dip this down just past the eye. You don't need to do the whole bait. I suppose you could if you want to, but I'm just going to dip the plastisol just back behind the eye to make sure it seals and locks that eye in there. And I'm going to give you another example with the frog. These are the King Kermit eyes, and you can really bring life to a soft plastic just by adding the eyes to it. And again, it really does add an extra dimension for that fish to focus on. So again, to seal these eyes on and lock them in there, the same process as with the swim bait, I'm gonna dip this just past the eyes in this crystal clear plastisol. Let that excess kind of drip and dribble off. And again, if there's anything hanging on there, not a big deal. We can clip that off after it's completely dried. Put that on my drying rack to let it dry. That's as easy as that. If you follow my channel at all, you know I love frog fishing. I'm actually gonna grab a couple of these frogs and go hit the pond behind me. But if you wanna see more tips and tricks like this, make sure you follow Do It Molds on YouTube and stay tuned for more of the How We Do It series.